really am just like, I feel like I'm on the toast right now, Margo.
No, this is giving me toast vibes.
This is giving me, I don't record like this. We've got, what is it? A King Charles Cavalier, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then someone politely yelled at me in my DMs and told me that it's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
You're joking.
I know. King Charles just sounds so much better.
No, I actually hate that. I think that, okay, let's keep it.
I think I keep it, but if I'm trying to be like correct,
okay,
apparently it's Cavalier King Charles.
We didn't have Brew here earlier, but we did have Little Camper. So
oh my God, Little Camper's like, I love Brew, but like Little Camper's more special.
Yeah, I get that.
And like, I think it's Little Camper's like second podcast ever. Technically, like Elsie
yes.
was doing the toast all these past few months, but
fair.
This is public.
Where the world knew.
By the way, like you got her at such an amazing time. Oh my God.
I told her, I said, I landed at LaGuardia and it was the first thing I saw on Instagram. And I watched the vlog and before I was even off the plane, I was like tearing up.
No, literally. And I was FaceTiming with her yesterday, and this was before she announced it. And she was like, I think I'm just going to like tell Kenzie.
Yeah, she told me she was going to tell me.
And we would talk about it, and then like we just plan the scheduling of the pod. And I was like, yeah, honestly, it's great. But like now you really got the scoop. You have full permission to like release her episode before mine.
It is. It's literally, I have two more. It's the first one of the New York ones.
It
has to be.
I'm
sorry, Margo.
No,
there's two involved.
No, I literally agree.
Yeah.
As a podcaster myself, I would do the exact same thing.
Oh my God.
You're just chasing the story. You're a journalist.
It's what I do.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. I was like, this is the perfect world for me. I don't know when I got so lucky, but I did.
Yeah, you did.
So here I am.
And it's just because we love you. So like, we're just paying
I know.
forward.
I'm really like living my best life. She texted me and asked me for my Goodreads today.
She did. I feel like you like keep up with yours. I don't.
I got insecure when she asked me about it because I don't rate fair. Like I don't think that deeply about it, but I track it for my challenge because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't track it. And also like Jackie reads really smart books now.
I know, it's so
Margo,
annoying.
I feel like we lost her.
We did. we have lost her. Like she's no longer like, I don't think I would like, I love you, Jackie, but like I don't think I would come to her for like a book rec. Like it's just like, I'm not there yet in my life. And I actually hope to be one day like so interested in like history.
Yes, and she was a history major, but here's the thing. I did tell her today. I said, when I am married and I am pregnant, I will do this.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
And then I said, I'll let you know at that point, but you're going to be so far past that point that you won't even care.
Yeah, she'll be reading like encyclopedias by then.
Literally, the dictionary for fun.
Yeah, 100%. Like
that's literally what she's going to be doing. Oh, you know what I thought about today?
What?
That would be so good for us. Okay, so I was just thinking, like we're both single, like we both love country music.
What?
We should marry country music stars.
Oh, do you think I haven't thought about this?
No, I've thought about it, but I haven't thought about it with us together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's like, agreed. But there's just like some like logical errors here.
Like what?
One being like, none of them are Jewish. So
you know what? I did actually think about that today.
Yeah,
I said it's probably going to be hard.
But like happy to have a fling, for sure.
Okay, fair.
Second, like, how?
Would you be with someone who would convert to Judaism? I listened to the World's First podcast with the Foster sisters.
Okay.
And Erin converted for her husband. So I'm just curious.
It wouldn't be like my ideal scenario, but like I'm open-minded.
But it makes sense because you want the tradition of like the same upbringing.
Yeah,
I get that. I totally
just feel like we'd be like different at its core in some way with like our values. But I don't know. I mean, I say that now, but if I like met the love of my life and he was like willing to convert, like
he was a country star.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sure I'd be fine with it.
It would be hard. And
like,
I also want
then he
just
like progressive. Then he just like starts singing about like from like Jesus to like Hashem. Yeah. And that would be fun.
Yeah. The funniest thing about you guys, so I've told you this a billion times, that my step siblings are Jewish, which is why I feel like I actually really get you guys in so many ways.
For sure.
And you guys love Christian music. Like sometimes like Jackie posted the other day to her Instagram story. I'm like, I don't think she knows that like Need to Breathe and stuff is like Christian. Like there's certain songs that I actually don't think you guys know are Christian. Even though you love Christian songs.
I know. Like I'm fully aware. I know that Need to Breathe is like a Christian country band of sorts. Like but like I'm just so secure like in my Judaism that I'm okay with it. Like
I love that about you guys.
Like
it's
Francesca
so funny.
Battistelli, like die for her. Lead Me to the Cross, fabulous song. Run to Jesus, like die for it. I even like have
fabulous
like
song. Have you heard Oceans?
By Hillsong?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Okay. It's like 8 minutes.
Yeah. It actually is. I think it's like 8 minutes, 12 seconds.
No, I know. And I know that it's like every time I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, this is really good. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, wait, the song is still on.
No, it is forever.
But I'm sure like in like church.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just uplifting. It's calming. You know, I get that.
It really is. And I think it ties back to like us loving country music in the sense of like
that's the connection. I've always thought that.
It's just like it's like that feeling of just like worship in a way.
It's almost like a very pure, wholesome feeling that they both give you.
Yeah, no, like they're so similar, which is why I think there's so many like Christian country bands.
Yeah.
Or why like country singers are like always singing about like kind of their religion and like God.
There was and a lot of them are Southern anyways, but there was most of them.
All of them.
Why am I blanking on what Christian artist just came out and they did like a 4-part EP like last year and Dolly Parton was on it. I'm literally the number one Dolly Parton fan. Like I swear to God.
That I know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally buying her fragrance. Like I am not in the way that you guys grew up as like fangirl, like you know everything, whatever.
Yeah.
I love that about you guys. Like it's made me more like that.
Yeah.
But I was never like that. So I didn't buy like the merch for things and like all of that stuff. Like I liked people, but I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And I'm buying the fragrance and I was like, I feel like Margo. But
that's also because like you have like a disposable income now. I'm assuming
Fair.
like you couldn't like spend your time like buying.
Yeah, but even growing up, I never thought about. I mean, I was a huge Taylor Swift fan, but I didn't like buy T-shirts and stuff.
I didn't either.
Okay, so fair. So
like
it's just things you do. As you get older.
I just like obsessed over it, and I definitely like was always having like the $1.29 Apple bill every time she came out.
Okay,
with a song
so maybe I'm
and getting yelled
myself.
at for that. Yeah, no, I didn't have like. I think if I went to a concert, like maybe I got a T-shirt, but I wasn't like buying like merch. I don't really think I knew how to like do that at the time. But yeah, no. Now half of my like disposable income is on like shit like that. Like I just pre-ordered the Red vinyl and it was $60. Yeah. But I was just like, it's history.
You know what I'm doing right now?
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Wait, this is the weekend you should come to Dallas.
What?
Okay, so well, I might turn this into like a meetup thing. I don't know when this is going up, so like if whatever, it doesn't matter. But my friends and I from home, it's like my two best friends in high school. The Taylor Swift night, that was so heartbreaking that you weren't there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So we grew up listening to Taylor Swift together. Like on the way there, I mean, I'm talking like high school breakups. They're crying in our arms. We're blasting Taylor Swift. Like this is 10 years ago, right? Oh my god. Wait, how old am I? 24?
Yeah, we're the same age.
I guess I would have been in high school
20
10 years ago.
Oh, 10. Yeah.
I mean, at the very beginning.
14. Yeah,
freshman year of high school?
Oh my god, we're so young. Like as freshmen, not now.
No, I'm like,
now we're
feel
old bitches.
Old
Oh yeah, we are 100%.
Okay, well, this would have been junior year to be fair, but whatever. We would blast Taylor Swift, whatever. So we went to that together. So fun. Since the first like re-release, we have said for Fearless, we're gonna rent out a karaoke bar. Just for our friends, right? And we're like, we're gonna do this whole thing. But then I want to turn it into like a whole event.
Can you get the party bus
and
though?
Whatever. Oh, of course the party bus.
Every time I see you on the party bus, I actually want to die because I want to be there.
No, it is. Okay, guys.
Party buses are always more fun than whatever you're going to.
Every single time. If you're in Dallas, everything first class party bus. I swear to God.
Do they give it to you for
the
free?
Red Ruby. Yeah.
Okay.
They give it Red Ruby. I mean, oh my God, I live for the party bus. We've only even gone twice, but doesn't it feel like I'm on a party bus every week?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
We've only even gone twice. It's crazy.
Oh my God, no, it looks so fun. Like I die for a party bus. And do you aux?
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, one of our friends the first time did, and well deserved. I'll give it to him.
Okay.
On my birthday, yes, I did.
Yeah, of course, as you should.
It was just so much fun. Also, okay, this is like our itinerary for Dallas. Like we need to do things, but we need to take the party bus realistically to Billy Bob's, which you would love because
is it a long enough drive?
It's an hour.
Good.
That's why we need the party bus. You can also drive. Even like before, we went to the Parker McCollum like concert. Do you like Parker McCollum?
I like his music, but like, am I waiting with bated breath for it to come up on my release radar? No.
He also doesn't have enough out yet.
Yeah. Didn't he just come out with an album?
Yeah, but he's just like newer. It's not like, you know.
I think he's good, but like I'm not like dying for him.
Okay, so we went there because it was like right around my birthday. It was so much fun, but it's 15 minutes from my house, so we literally drove around for an hour before.
Yeah, you have to make it worth it.
I want to be buried on a party bus. Like
no,
they are so much fun.
I know. It's like a pregame, but like better.
Like
the pregame is like always better.
We pregame for the party bus, and we got a lot of questions about being single dog moms. I asked.
Did you do a thing of ask Margo questions?
No, I didn't because I got
That's always scary.
Okay, so here's the thing. No, actually, I didn't. No, that was not it. But Dear Media tells you that you should because it's like good to get like your audience engaged. But I saw someone who's like, oh my God, that's only if like you don't know what to ask your guest. So then I got insecure and didn't ask.
Oh.
But for the record, I only ask that after I've outlined the episode.
No, also like you know everything about me, so you don't know to like think to ask me questions that other people don't.
But I asked in my like Geneva group chat. I have this like group chat thing going on now. It's really fun. And all of them asked single dog mom tips. I would have never thought to ask you that.
I get that a lot. Because
I don't, and I have 2 dogs. No one really asked me anything.
You are an anomaly because the fact that you have like 2 dogs, you live you live in a house, right?
It's a townhouse.
In a townhouse. Like, you are just like a suburban, like 30-year-old mother.
Well, I live in the city though, but I do feel like
but do you know what I mean?
Mom. Yeah, the vibe.
But I can't believe you have 2 dogs. Like, I would simply pass away.
Okay, so Coco, to be fair, and her name is Coconut. That's the thing that also makes me want to die, because I have a small white dog named Coco. But the real story behind that, it's actually a very sentimental story.
Okay.
I knew this would happen, and I decided it was worth it. Okay.
You can make your own choices.
Yeah, and like whatever. Growing up until about the 5th grade, my mom like refused for like she didn't want us to get a dog. Wasn't a dog person. Whatever. Okay. She now is like the most obsessed dog person ever. Of course, it's always those. They're always the type. But she would be like, oh my God, I was obsessed with American Girl and Juicy. That was like my upbringing, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, here I am. Oh my God, look at my, by the way,
I was just, what is that?
It's a Juicy charm bracelet.
Shut up. Where'd you get it?
I know, it's from the Forever 21 Club. It's where I got Coconut's outfit as well.
Yes, I saw that picture. I need to get it.
Yeah.
I was admiring that literally as you said that. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cute. Well, it's crazy. A few weeks ago, I was thinking I really want to bring back my Juicy charm bracelet. Couldn't find one anywhere. And then they had on this is the $12 one. I showed my mom, and my mom was like, that is not what I paid for yours when you were, 8.
Yeah, but it's also Forever 21, so it's like discounted.
It's like not the same thing. Yeah. But anyways, we had American Girl growing up, and the dog that I had Kit Kittredge as the doll, and then we had Coconut as the dog, and it was a white dog. It looks just like my dog Coconut, right? So I named her Coconut after the American Girl doll dog, which I wouldn't normally do, but it's just so sentimental.
I think that it's cute. Also, like, if you like it, like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. But like, I do want to die sometimes when I'm like, okay, well, like, I need to get
I think it'd be better if you introduced her as Coconut.
Yeah, I do, but
and
it
not
just feels weird calling her Coconut because it's like so formal.
Yeah, I guess. But if you're like being self-conscious, then I would just go with Coconut.
Yeah, I've started doing it as I've grown more self-conscious about it. Yeah. So it's like fine, but whatever. I mean, like my friends know at least, and like that's all I care about.
No, yeah.
And like I'm glad that like now you know.
Yeah, no, I honestly didn't know that. And the other name is Fitz.
Fitz, yeah, after
so
Scandal
cute.
the President.
Oh.
Isn't that perfect?
My God. I used to be an Olitz fan. Like,
oh my God.
Died for Olitz.
Okay, I know
I never even finished it.
I didn't either. I didn't finish last season, but I was obsessed. I watched all of it, like beginning of 2020.
They were my computer background.
Okay, so like listen to this. I don't know if you know this, but being, I was talking to Jackie about this earlier. We're both very all or nothing kind of people, and I don't know how to be the nothing. I just know how to be the all. So as I'm watching Scandal, of course I'm doing my own research on the side. There is this woman named Judy Smith, and she wrote the show with Shonda Rhimes, and that's who Olivia Pope was based off of. And I'm just saying, it's a little crazy that happened. She wrote it and all that stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Wasn't it crazy? It's so interesting though. She's worth like $80 million.
Well,
she's a dream guest.
Dream guest, and also like dream like level of fame and rich, because no one knows who you are, but like you don't have to work again.
Don't you think it's a little bit weird that her name is Judy Smith? Like,
yeah,
that
sounds
a little
big.
bit?
Like, are you sure it's not like an alias? Yeah.
A little weird.
Oh, 100%. No, yeah, I'm also very all or nothing in the sense of like I'm obsessed with a show or a person, and then it's like I am literally completely uninterested.
Like I don't care at all.
Yeah, like Scandal, I was obsessed, never finished it.
Me too.
Riverdale, do you remember? I fucking dressed up as Betty Cooper, was obsessed with Bughead, like would die for them. Literally haven't watched in 2 seasons.
I don't think I followed you guys around the time that you guys were really into Riverdale, because I've heard people talk about...
We had a fucking podcast about Riverdale.
Okay, so I've heard about that, but it wasn't at that point. Like I started watching probably beginning of COVID.
Oh, do you still watch?
Yeah, I mean, I literally watch every single day. I know that you don't watch. No, I'm talking about the shows. Yeah, I know that you don't watch the shows, but like I actually do. Okay. So I can fill you in on what your sister has to say.
Yeah, that's fair. But also like what everyone, I'm going to clear the air here has to remember is that they are my sisters. So like anything that they are talking about, I either A, already know, B, can just like talk to them about it. And like maybe like let's ask Olivia if she watches. Okay? Because it's not just me.
And to be fair, I mean, you get a lot of digs, but maybe it's because you like used to work there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee just by working there, obviously you've seen the show more.
Obviously, I lived it. Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm just like sick of the hate. Okay, like it's enough.
It's
already.
Really hard.
And then like people, like the best is like people DMing me being like Jackie said this and this about Magnolia, and then I just like send a screenshot and I send it to Jackie, and she's like, that's not what I fucking said. And so like we always get in fights about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
I get DMs sometimes from like, oh, your friend said this in a podcast, and I'm like, okay, I literally talk to them every single day. No. Like, that's not what they said, and if that's what they said, like that's not what they meant.
Yeah, no. Also, because like if someone were to like one of your friends wanted to talk shit about you, like I just like doubt they would do it like on a public platform.
No,
like,
and they would do it to me.
Yeah,
like they would, or it would be like on a private account. Someone else would send it to me. Like you guys are not on to anything. I promise you.
No.
No, they're smarter than that. You know?
I would hope so.
There's like tens of thousands
like when
of
I
people.
talk shit about you, it's like always in private.
And you know what? I respect that. Thank you so much.
I'm kidding. I've actually never talked shit about you yet.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I talk shit about everyone, so.
Okay, I do want to talk about single dog mom tips.
Yes.
So let me pull up some of the questions. My number one that I have is, you know, I'm glad that we're starting with this one because you'll really like this one. How do you handle the dog mom police? I would say I don't handle mine well.
I have to say that I really don't get it that much. But what I will say is that it's so fucking annoying because it's like, what do you expect from me? Like, you're not supposed to get a dog and it's supposed to like ruin your life and your social life. Like, you're supposed to it's supposed to amplify your life.
Yeah.
And it's like, my biggest thing, and the thing that I think that I get the most is like when I leave her alone, or I like leave her with like my trainer who she adores, and it's literally camp. And it's like, if I had like a husband and I was leaving just as much, and husband was with Magnolia, like, you would have no problems with it. Like, literally, if you just view like camp the same way, it's actually not an issue. And it's like, I don't even understand like the value in like yelling at someone for like, do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm abusing her. I couldn't love this dog more if I tried. And I think I show that like on Instagram. So it's just like, I'm not understanding. But people will find problems with like anything. What hate do you get?
Same kind of stuff.
Like leaving them?
Yeah,
Who do you leave them with?
I honestly don't. Either family, one of my best friends from home, or they have an actual like dog sitter. Like right now that I'm gone for a week, they have a dog sitter staying there. Yeah. I like prefer to leave them with my family, but they have a place lot of dogs in our family, so like it depends on who's available that week.
Yeah.
But they like love it. I think they like I know they like my best friend more than me. Like that is actually not I actually am just aware. Like it is so heartbreaking to me when I see her come over to my house and Fitz loses his mind, is over the moon, so excited. I come in, he's like, oh, hi.
Like you again.
Yeah, doesn't care. We had a really great weekend this weekend, though. We went and we stayed at my mom's house. I was really, not having a good time, and I went to stay at my mom's house. It was incredible. And the dogs and I, we really bonded. And I feel like here's the thing. Fitz likes watching TV, and I don't watch TV. So it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So like Dom watches TV all the time. So he loves Dom because Dom and him will sit and watch Gilmore Girls for 6 hours at a time. And like you will just never find me watching TV for 6 hours at a time. I don't have the attention span.
What do you do?
It's like during the day or something. Yeah, I would read. I was talking to Jack about this earlier. I cannot it's not even that I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a reader. It's that I actually, like, when I watch a show, I can't focus. Like, I'm on my phone, I'm doing something, I, like, can't pay attention. I watched a movie this weekend, and I didn't get on my phone or anything, and I felt really proud of myself.
I'm always on my phone when I watch TV, too. Like, I can't lie.
But I can't pay attention to it. Like, I'm, like, on my phone, then I'm on TikTok, and then I'm, like, not paying attention
at all. Yeah, I literally watch TikToks as I'm watching TV, and I'm like...
Okay, so, like, you can multitask? I can't. That's
I don't know that I'm entirely multitasking. I think I'm just, like, one head is... one place, but like it also matters like what you watch. Like if you're watching like a Game of Thrones, like you can't be on your phone. Like you have to pay attention to like every single thing.
And I could never watch a Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I just, like,
but if you're watching like Outer Banks, like you can be on your phone.
I haven't even seen Outer Banks. Isn't that
ever?
I mean, I've like watched like the first like episode or something. I like want to watch it though. I know there's like 2 seasons.
Wait, no, you actually really should.
I
just
don't
so you
watch
can
shows.
Also like be involved.
No, I feel so lame. Like I have nothing to contribute to the conversations. No, and you know what? I don't.
That's fine. That's fine,
guys. By the way, she has a Bachelor podcast like that.
Called The Snatchler, but like it is it's like it's a lot. So if you're not even in it, like don't even start.
Well, I was telling Jackie this.
Is this podcast me the same thing as Jackie?
It basically, yeah. No, I don't feel like I need to watch TV because I just listen to their TV recaps.
That's fair.
I get that. That's good enough for me.
Yeah,
I know enough. I get it. Also, it kind of ruins it when you know people who are on the show. For me,
I know,
because I just like. I don't want to get, I'm not going to say anything, but like, it's not the same thing.
I understand.
So it kind of ruined it for me.
I get that. I mean,
but like, if I had like a watch party to go to, like maybe I would. I always say I'm going to do it and then I like never
But then it's like hard because it's like, who really wants to drink that much on a Monday?
Oh, that's such a good point.
You know what I mean? You have to like think about
Monday's like the worst day.
The worst day.
Okay, so I don't know if that's happening anymore.
No, yeah, I really don't. I like genuinely don't think you need to watch it.
Especially
now, like this show is like not as good as it once was.
Would you ever do like another podcast?
I mean, like The Snatchler used to be like half about Bachelor, like half about my life, but like that just like really wasn't good for my mental health. So I don't really think so. Like I just think that like if I were to do another podcast, it would have to be about something that's not me. Yes. And I think that it really wouldn't like do that well because at least with like Bachelor, there's kind of like a built-in audience. So probably not.
And you have the redheads.
And I have the redheads.
Yeah.
And I just like, I share, like, I get to pick what I want to share, like, on my socials. But, like, I just feel like it would be too much for me.
That is such a healthy balance.
I mean, it took a while to get here.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. That's been the past year for you, right?
Yeah. Like, I used to fucking share the inside of my butthole. Not actually, but, like, I literally would share anything and everything that, like, was going through my head or what everything I was doing. And it just, like, it was just not good.
I, like, fantasize. Even I, like, love what I do, and I'm, like, too open. I say that, but I'm actually really not that
There has to
open.
be a line, and I think that people that have been, like, on the internet longer are able to, like, get there. But, like, with these new, like, TikTok, like, stars and stuff, it's like they don't have that yet. So they're just open and good for them. But, like, there's everything, like, there's nothing left unsaid. Whereas these people who have been, like, online for a longer time, and, like, you've been on longer than me with, like, YouTube and everything, it's like I'm sure we all used to be like that, but then eventually you get to this place where, like, you can have some things, like, be more private. And I think that, like, we're lucky in the sense that we have that. And, like, you know, like also some things, like, people just, like, wouldn't entirely care about.
No, also, I get so stressed out when I see people on TikTok specifically talking about, like, the breakups they're currently going through.
I'm like, what if they see it?
No, I'm like, what are the dates they're going on? I'm like, oh, I went on this. Okay, like, I'm a lot more private about, like, dating life and stuff.
I mean, me too. Everyone thinks that, like, I, like, have never been kissed.
Yeah. yeah. And I think, like, I've definitely had, like, a relationship that was, like, public-ish.
Yeah.
But, like, even at that point, and, like, I don't know if people watching would understand the difference, but, like, I had a person public as my boyfriend. I didn't have a relationship on the internet.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you weren't sharing the actual, like, relationship.
It was just like, oh, he's here because we're dating. That's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, this is our relationship. But when I see people now, and part of me, like, honestly, if I wanted to get the views, I could just easily exploit my dating life and get so many views and be so much bigger. I know what I would need to do in order to hit the millions for myself, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's not worth it. But even dating, I'm like, I don't know how. And maybe this just comes from the fact that, like, a lot of the people that I've dated are, like, friends, and we have, like, a lot of mutual friends. Yeah. But I would never, I would just think about the fact that I'm putting, one, not only someone who's, like, not on the internet, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful.
Agreed.
And
like,
then
they didn't ask for this.
They didn't ask for that. And then two, those, like, our mutual friends that would, like, I don't want to make anything weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be, and, like, it's not, I don't mean, like, a relationship. I'm talking about, like, a breakup or, like, oh, this drama or this or that. And it's like, it's just not me.
No, same.
And I don't think it ever would have been, because I just always am like, oh my God, like, well, these people are like the people you see in real life. Like, aren't you stressed out?
Yeah, no, I agree. And also, it's like, when I did the Patreon of, like, me getting ready for a date, like, the amount of anxiety that I had about that, just because, like, he might have seen, I don't even know, he might have seen, like, us posting about it, but, like, he wouldn't have known. And it's like, I didn't mention him in the video or anything like that, but, like, even just doing it, I was like, I want to die. Like,
but that was different, because that was like, oh, I'm getting ready for a date.
I didn't mention about him. No, but even
I get what
still,
you're
like,
saying.
that was hard for me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think about if I were to do, like, a get ready with me for a date or something. But I love when other people post it. It's, honestly, like, I say that and I'm like, oh my God, I'm stressed out. But, like, when it's a YouTube person that I like, who's, like, more open and talking about dating, I actually find it to be, like, helpful.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that. So I kind of wish that I was at that point. I'm just not there. Like,
I'm just not there yet. I have no advice for you guys.
Yeah, I have no advice at all.
At all.
And also, I think at some point, like, there's just some things that I want, like, more private.
Me too. And I've always said, and I actually do believe this, like, if ever in my whole lifetime I get into a relationship, I don't really think that I would post about it. Like, I think I'd be, like, annoying and, like, post, like, holding hands sort of vibe. So
you 100% yeah.
But I don't think that I would ever just, like, fully blast it, honestly, until, like, I'd be engaged.
I think that's probably what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah, like, as much as, like, I would want to, it's just, like, I don't know, like, some things are just, like, I think better in private, and I'm just, like, scared of, like, if I were to publicize it, what would happen after that? Like, I just feel like it's better to, like, keep it, like, in your own bubble, because then so many people have so many opinions, and
so many opinions,
and I just don't want to deal with that. Like, I struggle enough. Like, I don't need more.
I have enough problems. Well, the other thing though with me is that, like, I vlog so much of my life that it's actually more of a pain to keep it off than it is to put it on. So I think that it would be, like, once I was seriously, like, getting close to I don't even know. I actually am, Margo, like, okay, tell me if I'm crazy. Like, I would actually like to know. I sit here and I try to picture myself in a relationship, I can't see it.
Okay, but like honestly, at least like you've had like relationships like recently. I have not been in a relationship in maybe 5 years. I actually think there's something wrong with me. But then every time I say that to someone, they're like, no, it's not you.
No, Margo, I actually would love every relationship I've had in the past 5 years. I would like to just wipe them clean. So you want to switch?
I would love to switch. Like just some, like it's not like I haven't like had some things. Like I've had things, but like just like I just haven't had one. And like I was that bitch in high school who always had a boyfriend, and then all of a sudden like that just went away. And it's like, that's so annoying.
You're like, wait.
I'm like, wait, this wasn't part of the plan. I literally thought I was gonna be like married at like 20.
You also live in New York though, and that's really hard.
That's true. I just feel like I always thought I was like gonna marry someone from high school, and like I was just gonna be set.
I think it has to be kind of weird though, because all of your sisters are married and got married like relatively young.
Yeah, that's true. But
that's not normal for the city, I feel, right?
No, that's true. But like, okay, it happened for them.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm in the same family.
If I were you, I would be like, wait, what is happening?
But like, but I also think it's like our generation, not to be like that person, but like I do think it's like the younger like Gen Z. Like I don't think anyone's really rushing to like get married or like get in a serious relationship. And I feel like everyone's just like fucking around, and like I'm just like really not into that. I can't stress that enough.
I cannot stress that enough. Like I will not give anyone any sort of attention or like the time of day if I'm not like, yeah, I think you're like the greatest thing that's ever happened.
No, like if I don't like
immediately
feel a little summon,
yeah,
like if like I don't get like little butterflies or like the thought of you excites me, like I'm so sorry. That's why I have such a hard time with apps. Are you on apps?
Again, something I said to Jackie today, but I was just like, I get that like she had a semi success story,
yeah,
but I just something about them I can't do. I haven't been on them in forever. I re-downloaded for a day this weekend because one of my friends had a success story, and I was like, oh, maybe.
Everyone I've been speaking to lately has had a success story. I'm like, what the fuck am I missing?
No, I don't, Margo. Like,
I actually like I just don't know what it is.
I can tell too. Like, and maybe this is bad. Maybe this is actually a bad sign. But like within. Like, even the last guy I dated, it was, like, we immediately for both of us. Like, it's pretty much immediate every single time. My college boyfriend was definitely not. But, like, I feel like for the most part, I can tell if I'm into you within, like, a minute of dating or of meeting you.
100%. Like, I just don't, like, if I don't like you on date 1, like, I'll go on date 2 because I know that I should. But I know that nothing's going to change.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It doesn't stress me out, but I'm
starting to stress out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't know if I'm stressing about the whole dating thing as much as I'm stressing about, like, am I really messed up to the point where, like, it's either, okay, I have 2 theories about myself.
Go for it.
I really am just actually in a really healthy place, and I'm really content on my own, and I don't need someone.
That's a problem for me in the sense that I'm so happy by myself, and I'm so fine, like, as is, that like I genuinely don't need someone to the point of like I literally don't need someone.
Okay, so that's on the other end. Yeah. I'm like, wait, am I just so emotionally jaded that I feel nothing? I think it's the first.
But I don't know, like I'm such an empath. Like I will start crying at anyone.
Me too.
So like,
okay,
I don't know.
So I don't think that I can be
like emotionally jaded.
Yeah, and I don't think that I am. But like, it's a little bit of a fear.
Oh, I mean, like the thought of like letting my guard down is like just makes me want to die. Like I was dating someone like
I remember this. I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, a few months ago, and it was just like he was so open, and I just like so wasn't, and like it was just not compatible. Like I just couldn't do it. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. I think one of my good friends from home is like, first off, oddly convinced I'm gonna meet someone in the month of August. Like I don't know why he's
okay. Well, you have 5 days.
You know what? And I'm gonna call him on the 31st and be like, "You're a liar."
Yeah. Okay? Like where is he? Present him.
Yeah, but he's like, it's gonna be this, the greatest guy we've ever met, and it's gonna be immediate, and that's just gonna be it, and you'll be done and set. And I'm like, okay, I have 5 days.
I can't wait. Like literally,
I say this, and this episode comes out in like weeks from now, and I'm still
and you're like
nothing.
still yeah.
It's fine though.
It's fine. I just like we'll figure it out, right?
Margo, but I'm telling you, if we were to be with country stars,
yes.
But like, what if they're brothers?
Oh, I would love that. What? I'm trying to think. I don't know. They're all like married.
That's the big issue.
They all get married like so young or like in serious relationships. Like you got to catch them like before they're country stars. That's the problem.
I know. And like, how do you do that?
Like go to Nashville bars and like make out with like the singers and hope that something's going to stick.
Yeah,
like,
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our best bet.
Maybe we do that.
Okay.
We can work on it.
I just think
can
it'd be really
workshop
fun
it.
because we could like tour and like.
That would be like
Oh my God,
dream.
no,
And like Magnolia would be like could you imagine the three of them
Oh my God, and
on a tour bus? We'd have to
you
get
know
our own
what?
tour bus.
yeah, and we'd have our podcast.
Yeah.
Of,
Oh
like,
my God. We
what
could
is it?
start
Like
a
wags
new,
of country music stars. Yeah,
Oh my God. We could like start a new one like on the road. Oh
my
this
God.
is amazing.
This is a really good idea.
Yeah, but we just have to
There's
figure
a
out
few
that part.
minor setbacks.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good idea.
No, we should like trademark it.
Okay. Oh, you know what else I want to talk to you about?
Sure.
Your like 5 a.m. fitness journey. First off, you know what? Margo's like, you are not relatable. I don't understand you at all. Or like, you wake up earlier than me now, and
Okay.
you go work out.
Okay. Well,
Uh-huh.
this is new,
Yeah.
and that's never who I used to be.
Yeah.
And you always used to be that bitch who was
Yep.
like always waking up so early. And I was like, this bitch is out of control.
Did you think you were gonna hate me because of that? You can be honest.
No, I didn't think I was gonna hate you. I was just like, oh, like we just like, can't
We're
be
not
friends.
the same. Yeah. Okay. Look at you now. Here we go.
And honestly, it was just because like, especially now that like things are opening up again and like social lives are like popping off, I just like was never getting the time to like work out because I was always like up late afternoon, like nighttime workout kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And so things would always come up and I was just never working out. And I literally wasn't doing any of this to like lose weight. I haven't even lost weight. I've actually like gained, but like I was just doing it to like feel like I was fucking doing something and like moving because all I do is sit all day. So I was just like, I'm going to try to just like do this it was like 18 days to start a new habit. That's how this whole thing started. I was like, let's see if that's true. And I have a whole YouTube video about this that I've been editing for like 2 months.
When is it coming?
I just like, there's so many clips. Do you have an editor? YouTube.
Yeah.
Ugh, I like.
Not for all of them though, but
Like-
I do it for like full time.
Oh yeah. I need like I would need help on this one. So I've been working on it. But anyway, so that's how it started. But then like it just morphed into like kind of just being like a habit of sorts, like just like kind of a lifestyle. It's not like it's a habit. It's like I wake up at 5:30 on the dot. I'm like, oh, this is easy. I'm fine. No. Every time that alarm clock rings, I have to talk myself into getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Like it's not a choice. And honestly, the past few weeks, like it's a mix of like waking up and like doing my trainer with Live Method. And like I always make that because I feel like an asshole if I'm standing him up when he wakes up at 5:30 to get there. But the reason I started doing it was to start going to the gym, like in my building and like do cardio. I haven't done that in like weeks because like I have the choice to not. And I always choose not to. Like I chose not to this morning.
I totally get that.
Yeah. Like, but I'm just like doing the best that I can. And like in the beginning when I started, I used to get like crazy gym guilt. Like if I didn't go for a day, I would be like, you're a piece of shit. Like literally with like
Days ruined.
Yeah, days ruined, like would take up like my whole like emotional capacity. But now I'm just like days that I do something, I'm like grateful that I did it. And days that I'm not, I'm just like, it's fine. Like I needed to sleep. And like that's it.
I love that. That's a great little progression there.
Right? Like I just like had to listen to my body, some would say.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to listen to your body, guys.
My body's always telling me to sleep.
Yeah.
So I have to listen.
If I listened to my body as much as these bloggers tell me to, I wouldn't leave my bed.
do anything.
I wouldn't do literally anything at all.
No, I know.
Yeah, no. So I've decided my anxiety's been really bad lately. The reason I'm so routine and structured, in all seriousness though, is because of my anxiety. It's not because I'm like, oh my, like I think I'm naturally really driven, but like it isn't this, oh my God, I'm this girl, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
It really is because that's the only way my anxiety is not bad.
Okay.
So I have to do like a nice morning routine. And I mean, oh my God, Mark, let me tell you, last week, I have never cried more in my life.
Oh my God, the past like 2-3 weeks, I've been like,
oh wait, your stories.
oh my God,
yes.
it's been so bad. Like genuinely like the worst it's like been in a really long time.
So Margo posted these stories the other day and I replied and she was like, you know what? I just wanted to come on and say this because recently I've been getting, I'm like speaking for you, but like recently I've been getting a lot of comments saying you're so happy, happiest I've ever seen you, whatever. And I've actually like not.
Yeah.
And it's so weird that you say that because the times that people comment and say you look happier than I've ever seen you are always the times I'm the most miserable.
Me too. Like always at my lowest. Maybe it's just because we're so low that we're trying so hard to seem happy.
Yeah, to force it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know what's been in the air the past few weeks. It's just been like, taking over.
August is always a hard month for me though.
Is it?
Like I always say like I swear this summer has not been that bad, but I swear I had like reverse seasonal depression. Summers are miserable for me. I thrive in fall and winter.
Yeah, summer sucks.
But it's kind of weird. Yeah, summer
sucks. Like
it's really hot. I don't like the heat.
No, and like I just like the clothes are just like too skimpy. Like give me like some jeans.
I want like a sweater. I'm cozy. I feel like put together.
Tights. Like the die for tights.
Oh my God. Yeah. So you guys are like preppy is like not really the word. I don't know the word.
We're kind of preppy.
Sophisticated, maybe. Kind of preppy.
Kind of preppy.
Tights,
I like
very much so.
Yeah, love tights and boots. Like,
yeah.
And a skirt. Oh, my favorite.
Yeah. And that just, it's also like just very Taylor Swift. Like everything about the fall and winter makes me happy. Most things about the summer, besides like the boats in like Texas, make me want to die.
Yeah, and like I didn't even get a tan this summer. So.
Oh, I'm also so Irish that I will never get a tan.
Ever?
No, my grandmother's maiden name is Maureen Delaney, and she has red hair. So if you think that I'm getting a natural tan,
do you just burn?
Yes, like you should see like my like tan line in quotes from the Bahamas. I got burnt. I put on so much sunscreen. Like there's no way.
Can we talk about that? Were you and TK there together?
Yeah.
Like you planned it together?
Yeah, I went on her family vacation. Did it seem like we didn't?
No, I was confused as to like, I couldn't tell if it was a brand trip.
Okay.
B, like you guys planned a trip together, or C, you guys like ran into each other.
No. So I was Taylor's like first friend. Taylor was my first friend in LA.
I know, I saw her New York Post article.
Yeah, so like into this thing. So we met at church when we were like 18, 19. So we were like each other's first like best friend in LA, and I like stayed really close friends. I go on some of her like family trips because I'm also friends with her brother. I'm close with them.
Oh my God, that's really
But I don't
cute.
think people realize how close Taylor and I are now because like we don't live in the same place.
Right.
And even when we lived in LA, like we were just always like normal friends. It was before Taylor's done YouTube forever. Like she's always made videos. Right. But it was before she was really like on social media.
Yeah.
So I'm like, something about me, I'm actually the worst about posting when I'm like with friends and doing things like that. Me too,
and
I'm
like
really
actually having fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm the worst. And sometimes on trips like this, I'm better about it. Like I even sent you that
because
Taylor Swift thing.
There's so much content. Like,
yeah, but even then I'm not the best about it. Like I will see friends and it's like, oh, that would have been good to like, we should have like got a photo together. So we have it. I don't do it. Okay. You know what? The Presley, one of my friends, she was like, we were like elementary school best friends. I've always been friends, reconnected, got really close. I was telling you like recently, we're going to this show together.
Right.
With a brand that we like grew up with.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was another thing. I was like, we had like matching phone cases. We wore the matching bag all the time.
Yeah.
We don't have I was looking today for photos. To, like,
you didn't have any.
I know that we do somewhere, but I couldn't
probably
find them.
like a photo album.
But it's been my whole life of like, I'm just like the worst about taking photos with people.
Yeah, like whenever I'm wearing, like I just think that like my like social media would be like so much better and like bigger if I like took photos every time like I was wearing a cute outfit. Like I'm wearing such a cute outfit today, but like I'm not gonna get a photo.
I'm really bad about it in general.
Like if I was like an actual like fashion blogger,
yeah,
I feel like that would be so good for me.
It really would.
I know, but like I don't know how. Maybe like if I ever get a boyfriend, like that would help because they could take these photos. But like who's gonna take them?
Yeah,
like Magnolia.
I mean,
look at her.
Maybe
useless.
The dog, please come at you.
Yeah, come at me. Like honestly, come at me. Like that's one that I can handle that.
Yeah, like
that doesn't get to me. That's funny.
Okay, there's certain hate that I actually like. I get it. Like I feel like I was gonna say I get a kick out of it. I feel like I'm 45. Like who says that?
Oh my God, but I do get a kick out of it.
No,
like,
it is so entertaining. Like I will like send it to my friends and be like, oh my God, because sometimes it's true.
Oh,
by the way, sometimes I agree.
100%. I like posted on my close friend story. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, literally. There was something I posted today in my close friend story. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I posted last night.
What?
This girl really called me out. I posted last night and I was like, oh my God, I'm really living my dream life. And I was in my hotel room and like,
Nola?
I do this. What? Oh, no, not my coffee order, but that's good.
Oh.
I
saw it, yes.
Yeah, I posted in my hotel room and I do this. I think that everyone should be allowed like one tacky thing a day. And mine is that I play like a fireplace on my TV at all times.
I don't even think that's tacky. Like most people don't do that.
Okay, I just like makes me really happy. And so it's like fine. But like a lot of people do think it's tacky. And like I've learned to live with it. I
love fireplace TVs.
Oh my God, I live for it. So I was reading, that was on the TV and I was reading my Kindle. And I said, I'm living my dream life. And some girl replied. It's like, what? Your dream life with like laughing emojis. I hope that you're kidding and it's the man waiting for you at your door.
What?
And I was like, oh my God.
Can we also just like demolish this narrative like that you need a man to like be happy?
Thank you. You know what? I was like, okay, first off,
like, aren't we past that? It's 2021.
And I would argue that I'm probably happier in my bed reading in my Kindle.
Alone
like,
with my dog. Like,
yeah. I'm still happier, but I was like, okay, that's funny. Like that went to close friends.
Yeah.
Like if you think that people are not posting this up to their close friends, like,
they
so
absolutely
wrong.
are.
Absolutely
honestly,
are.
like influencer close friend story is like so tea.
So funny. And when, by the way, when I'm putting on people's close friend story that I would never imagine, like,
oh, same.
But
also
like
it's because do unto others as others do unto you. And like I have like big influencers on my close friends that like follow me. So it's like if they see that I'm on theirs, like I mean that they're on mine, like they technically have to put me on theirs.
That's just like how the law works.
The
like,
law says I have to be on your close friend story.
Invent the law. But we are here abiding by the law.
And enforcing the law.
So if you're on my close friends and I'm not on your close friends.
Oh, immediately terminate the relationship.
No, not even terminate it. I'll give you, right now, from here, I'll give you 7 days.
7 days.
You're good for 7 days. After that, I'm blocking you.
No, after that, you're no longer on my close friend story.
No, I might have to block you fully because of embarrassment.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
But like when someone asks you to their close friends, like that's the mark of true friendship.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
How many people do you have in your close friends?
40.
Okay, I have like 80.
Oh my God.
Because I have my like friends.
But you also have
home.
A lot of friends
at
home. I have none.
Okay,
I have like 5.
I have like my friend, like it's like a large group because I'll post stuff of like us on there.
Right.
And it's not even someone that I'm like super, super close with. It's just like, oh, that would just go to like close friends.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that like I'm like,
Like
oh
use
God,
it as like Snapchat.
Yeah, kind of. So it's kind of like that.
No, yeah. I mean, like I would die before having people from high school on my close friend story.
I get that.
I think I have like 2 people.
Okay. Also to like fix the narrative of like me and my high school friend. First off, I have a few things to say about this.
Okay, go.
I moved out my senior year of high school. I moved out early. Like I never thought that I would be the person who like I don't live at home. I live like an hour from where I grew up, but who would like come back and like be friends with like a bunch of people from my hometown.
No, by the way, I think it's a great thing.
No, I actually think it's like the best quality that I have.
Yeah, I wish.
But it's really not like my high school friends. It's really like middle school. Like the people that I'm close with now, I've been friends with since between the ages of 5th to 8th grade.
That's insane.
So it's really like my middle school who have like really stayed along. And it wasn't like I've always been like a floater friendship wise. I've never just had, there's been times where I've had groups of friends. Like in college, I had more of a group. And I actually much prefer just having a group of friends. It makes your life so much easier.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's just like not the way that my life
Like
always
you just
works.
have like a million friend groups.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just so popular. No, I typically have like one good friend, and then they're in that group, and then I have like one good friend in their group. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not that I'm like, oh my God, but also like I don't shut the fuck up. So like at the same time, like I do have a lot of friends because I don't stop talking.
Do you think that there's a lot of people that like secretly find us like so annoying?
Yeah, I think about this sometimes, and like I just choose not to.
I know, me too. I was actually thinking about it on the toilet today.
I think. But I would say that I'm a really nice person. So I think that like you can't really just like hate me that much because like I am nice at least.
That's true. I'm nice until I'm not. Like I'll never like start by being mean to someone. But then like eventually I will like if it needs to happen, like I have no problem making it happen.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And for my siblings or someone, though people who like have done my siblings wrong probably think that I am like Cruella de Vil. Like they think that I am the Antichrist. Seriously, oh my God.
Fuck a bitch up.
Yeah, like my poor sister's friends growing up. Like there's one person that I would like to apologize. The rest of them I would not like to apologize to.
Yeah.
There's one person that I have changed my mind on them, and I'm like, no, I like you.
Okay, but that's just called growth.
Yeah, and honestly, like in my defense, I mean, like I'm just protective.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I get it. When it
it's
comes
not
to family,
necessarily personal.
Yeah. When it comes to family, like there's like no one's judging.
Yeah. I mean, my sister gets mad about it, but like Maddie, whatever. She's not listening to this, but like
because sisters don't listen to their sister's podcast. Yeah, I understand.
I don't think my sister loves to reap the benefits.
Oh yeah.
But like she wouldn't
dare to listen.
No, unless she's on the episode, in which case she is a very difficult guest because she doesn't understand the concept of like minimal talking over each other. Like she doesn't get that, and that's actually her like preferred method of communication is like talking over me. So it just like doesn't really work. They're funny episodes, but
it's not like a constant.
Yeah. And it's not that like I don't ever do that. It's just that like when it's us two together, it's really difficult.
But that's how it is with sisters. Like even when like all 4 of us do like a Patreon episode, like we are constantly talking over each other, and like Jackie's like, guys, calm down.
Yeah, Jackie's really the like.
Yeah, she's like the real like news anchor.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Right?
Imagine her on like the morning news at like 3 a.m.
That's my job. That's my job.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's so true. You have become a recent weatherwoman.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Meteorologist. It's going really well. You know, haven't really like made a dollar yet, but you know, it's not about that. It's about just the heart and the passion and the soul that I put into it. But yeah, it's going really well. I think I'm like changing hearts and changing minds like every day.
Absolutely.
Just like telling people what to wear. But yeah, no, I'm really happy like to be doing it.
Have the news stations been like hitting you up?
Oh my God, like
right?
my email is just
I'm sure your agent is exhausted.
He called me, he's like, Margo, I can't take it anymore.
You know what? You should move those stories to TikTok because I
tried and like literally nobody cared.
Oh, okay.
But, like maybe I could do it again,
maybe
like be more consistent. Stick to it for
like a week.
Yeah, that's true. But honestly, ever since I started doing it, like I've been getting so many more followers because people start like sharing. Yeah. And then like people follow.
They're living for it. I don't even live in New York and I watch them every day.
No, I know. And it's like always like when I'm walking Mags, like it's perfect.
No, it really is perfect.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Okay, so unfortunately we only have like 5 minutes left and I do want to talk about books.
By.
I know that really flew by. We could actually talk for about 17 hours. So in the future when we have our Wags of Country Music podcast, like it's gonna be so perfect.
Oh, I literally can't wait. That's actually such a great fucking idea.
Oh my God, Margo, we really need to make a trip to Nashville.
I know. Oh, we should think about that. We should talk about that.
You know what? I actually do have some trips that we are going to plan on dinner tonight. That I was
cool.
Of.
Okay,
so,
wait.
like,
I have my planner with me.
Okay, thank God. I have my Google Calendar on my phone. Like, it's going to work out perfectly. Okay, so you were the YA queen. I was at a bookstore earlier today, and I didn't have any service, but I was going to send you a photo, and it was a young adult section, and I was going to be like, oh my God, Snitch, where are you at? By the way, where did Snitch come from?
Such a weird question, like, journey, but basically like growing up, like my sisters used to call me like the weirdest things, like just like all kind of started with Jackie because she always like just like has weird names for everyone, and like they used to call me like Marky Sharky and like Sharky, and then like then it turned into like Tine Snitch Monster, and then and then that got evolution. And then it got short. The Tine Snitch got shortened to Snitch. Okay, and that just stuck.
And that's where we're at today. Okay.
Yeah, like really nothing. Like I wish there was a story there of like.
That's really the story.
I'm a tattletale, but like I'm not.
It does make you seem like that though.
I know. I told my therapist that. She was like, does your family have any nicknames for you? I'm like, yeah, Snitch. And she's like, want to expand on that? I'm like, honestly, it's a non-starter.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Well, okay, good to know. More you know. I just never knew the story.
Yeah, it's like so uninteresting.
As such an avid friend and follower,
I felt
I was years behind, and I feel like I'm years ahead of everyone else, and I would like to pride myself.
But
on
also
that.
Because you and I are friends, like you can't call me Snitch.
Yeah, I won't call you that.
Okay, thanks.
I would just call you Margo.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Do you?
I don't know. It's just like it freaks me out when it like I hear Snitch like in a conversation with like friends. Like family's fine because like that's literally my name.
But it's like people who like follow you call you that.
Yeah, so, totally fine. But like in like regular like real life like social interactions, if someone called me Snitch, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Okay, well I wouldn't call you that anyways. So,
okay,
like,
that's cool.
Worry. Okay, so I want to talk about books.
Go for it.
So again, I can't stress this enough. Margo and I have such similar tastes. There are a few things about us that differ. We were talking about this earlier.
What was it?
When I said I just like don't have negative opinions.
Oh yeah. And like you don't like to talk shit that much. Yeah.
It's just not even that.
No, honestly,
I just don't think
you're a better person than I am.
No, it's not even that.
It's just as simple as that.
Maybe I'm more self-absorbed.
No, I'm pretty self-absorbed.
Okay, well, I'll come up with something. Yeah, but like we like the same books, we like the same music, we like the same pretty much everything. If you recommend a show, I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm way more likely to watch it.
Like you'll think about it a little bit more.
I'll think about it more, or like I'll engage in a conversation with a friend where I'm like, oh my God, my friend watches that.
Yeah.
And like that's where it stops.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm at least
that
engaging.
Still means a lot.
It's getting like somewhere, you know. I thought about watching The Bachelor for you so I could like listen and understand.
Yeah.
But you actually told me like months ago not to.
Well, when we did the podcast last time, I'm pretty sure I said don't listen to it. And my opinion hasn't changed. I mean, don't watch it. Definitely listen to it if you can. But don't watch it. Just like it's such a huge undertaking that like
it's like a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. So it's like it's such a big undertaking to just even like know all the players and all that stuff that like if you're not in it, like don't burden yourself. Live your life.
I'm gonna stick with my decision and like, be confident about it. We have like literally 2 minutes left, but here we are. What is your favorite recent book?
Oh shit. My favorite recent book would probably be like recent, like the past like year or two. Fair. Okay. It would probably be so basic, but it would be Before We Were Strangers, Renee Carlino.
You know, Brooke just read that.
I know. And I would just like to say, like, I want all of the credit for making that book popular.
Okay, so this was, you know what got me into, like, really fall. I actually think this is what...
We spoke about it last time on the podcast was Renee Carlino, and then you had her on, like, 2 weeks later.
But I think I read it before I followed, like, the redheads and stuff. And then I went back, and that's what made me love the redheads, because I went back and I listened to it, and I remember thinking, oh, my God, had I had this... Because this was, like, before I was like friends with you guys. So had I had this at that point, I think that was a time where I was like, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the book was incredible. I read it in one sitting. It's one of my favorite books in the entire world.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the pleasure of reading alongside other redheads. And I do want to say like it took away from my experience now knowing what it could have been.
I understand that. I get that.
Yeah. So it's an incredible book. I couldn't believe that Brooke had just read it because it's so in her like realm of books.
Yeah, it took her a while to get there.
Yeah.
But I think she's just now like really diving into like the whole book world. So like she's going at her own pace.
Yeah, that is true. I have had such a, she did tell me I made her a reader.
Did she?
I did hear that. Yeah. And what a compliment to receive.
That is a big compliment.
Because like I'm not a redhead. So like to get that, like I'm sure you get that all the time.
No,
but, like,
I
don't have a book
do
club.
when it comes to YA, but I really get that all the time with like music. And like
fair.
That
country music.
Yeah, just like and music recs, like people really trust me for that. And I'm like that is a title I'm happy to wear.
Okay, so I would actually like to leave this episode on a negative note.
Oh, great.
Okay, so what is like an unpopular opinion you have on a book? Like what book do you actually hate that everyone loves? I don't think that this would take you long to.
Do you have one in mind for me? Like it sounds like it.
But I feel like
I'm trying to think.
She didn't like that. I was kind of surprised, probably.
I feel like there's a lot that I'm just like I did not like Malibu Rising.
Okay, I liked it, but I wasn't obsessed.
No, I did not like Malibu Rising.
In my theory as to why I ended up liking it was because I read it in such a short span of time, and I liked the second half of it. So because I got over the first 50% of it that I didn't like.
Sorry, I have the answer.
What?
28 Summers.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Bothered me so much. The answer was clear. Like, just leave Ursula.
Fair. That's so fair because
like,
you hate books like that.
I hate books like that. And it's like you are cheating on your wife once a year to like be with this woman every weekend, even though she's your one true love. Fucking divorce her.
That's so fair. And it was really long. I did like it. And I liked, honestly, the like spin-off book after. I only read it because it was like 80 pages and I just wanted to finish something in a day. I liked it after. And it took me, honestly, the book took me like 4 or 5 days to read, which is really long for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't. And that's kind of the mark of me like not liking a book that much.
Yeah.
But then at the end, I felt like I really did enjoy it, but it was really annoying. Side note, Margo hates books where it is so obvious that two people should just be together and they're not the whole time. Like that's the mark of a book that like she just won't like.
That, or it's like one chapter ends and then a new one begins and it's completely different fucking things. Like we're in 2 different time zones.
Switching back and forth.
I hate the switching back and forth. Like
okay.
I hate leaving on cliffhangers. It's like my least favorite like form of writing. Yeah, and like when the answer is just so obvious as to like what to do here and no one does it, that pisses me off.
And they lost so many years together because of it.
They could have lived such a amazing life in her gorgeous cottage in Nantucket. Like the life
like Crimea River.
Like Crimea River, like life worth living. Like he couldn't fucking stand Ursula. Oh my God. Now that I'm even thinking about it, it's like making me mad.
Yeah, like she's actually angry. So I'm so glad that I chose to end this episode on a negative note.
Yeah.
So here we are. But Margo and we have dinner reservations, so we have to leave. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at Margoshry, Margoshry, on YouTube, kind of. I don't know why that came out first. Instagram, TikTok. You can listen to my podcast, The Snatchler, on anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can listen to The Redheads, comes out monthly, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And you can follow Magnolia at Pups With No Job.
The last one is that you should really focus in on.
Yeah, like she is just like
Margo's great, but like
she's better.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
It's okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love you.